It's not a killer awesome trucking episode. Unless something. Good morning. I stayed overnight, so I'm getting a chance to get a few things. This is not one of them. It just caught my eye. This caught my eye too. Chicken bacon ranch rumble. Come on now. That looks really good. Wow. Talk about an empty section there. Is that all supposed to be peanut butter? What I want is right here. Oh, that's creamy. Where's the chunky at? I want the chunky. I can go with that though. I can go with that too. I was thinking about getting some Nutella. But then I saw this. Oh, that looks good. It's twice the price though. It's like $3.58, $6.24. Oh, we gotta try this. Otherwise, I'll forget about it. I think I've had this, but I can't remember. Gonna get it anyway. Not much to choose from here. Go ahead and stock it. Oh my goodness. Where's the smaller ones at? Oh, there they are. Not sure if I got those yet. There we go. We're getting a few things here. Mountain clusters. I don't know if I want to get that one. Oh, definitely chocolate peanut butter. Love me the tropical paradise. What else do we got here? Ooh, cranberry cashew almond. It says this one here. And mountain trail mix. That's it. I think we're good. I lied. I saw this. Okay, everyone. Fun fact. I do have SodaStream. It's one of the original kinds. And the first video I have on the channel is SodaStream. If you want to see the very first video I did, which was filmed on a really crappy phone, go ahead and check it out. Might as well get that breakfast cooking. Or heating. It's one of those, right? You know, this thing doesn't latch anymore. This thing does not latch. So the utensils just fall out. It's really annoying. So last night I had to move. I hadn't quite gone to sleep yet because I was working on an episode of KILR Trucking. So that was fine. But the manager came out. He was like, "We're going to be expecting another grocery truck." And I'm like, "Oh, geez, I'm sorry." He said I could just park over here. There's another truck right here on the other side of this light post, which is over there. No, I didn't hit the light post, so shut up. Once again, personal conveyance. All right, wasn't even a mile. Wasn't even a quarter of a mile, or an eighth. Maybe it was an eighth of a mile. I don't know. But it allowed me to move over here and not affect my clock. So remember, you can use your personal conveyance, just use it properly and make notes. Put notes in there. That's what I did. All right, got done with my pre-trip, so it's time to get the trailer washed. But it rained last night. Doesn't that count? I don't know. Looks fine to me. Oh, by the way, I turned off the generator last night since I was going to be here. I didn't want to have to worry about any, type of noise ordinance or anything. And it was an empty trailer, so it didn't need to be on. But I just turned it on so it can cool off for this place that we're dropping the trailer off at, so they can use it for eggs. I'm sure with it not running for 11 hours, that I help save some gas, save some money. Yes, it's got to cool back down. I don't think it's going to take 11 hours to do it. I could be wrong. Doesn't take well, this is small, but anyway, I mean, there's big freaking coolers and stuff in there, so yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, let's go ahead and get going. We're at the Love's truck stop right across the street from the power wash. I have to call. They said give them a call in order for them to put money onto the Com Data card to get the trailer washed and stuff. And I saw there was a line, so I'm like, okay, let's go over here to the Love's truck stop. Matter of fact, I need to log off here. I can go ahead and have my breakfast, have them put that money on there, and then we can go over there and get it washed and go pick up eggs. Ooh, well, that sounds like fun. Man, there's a lot of parking at this Love's truck stop. Now, I know it's during the day, but usually it might be like quarter packed. There's a lot of parking spots here, and there's a Hardee's. So this is going into my favorites. Okay, Love's, you kind of redeemed it a little bit. There are some Love's truck stops that are actually designed decently. And then there's a lot that just suck. So, I don't know what to tell you, Love's. Fix it. Really, I mean, you have a fuel island and you put parking spots right in front of it? What? I don't get it. Unless you did that as an intention to make them not pull throughs, but pull in. It's like you come out of the fuel stop and then you go and you just pull in, which not necessarily a bad thing. When you back up, you can see kind of what's behind you, off to the side and stuff. I would think the safest thing to do, if you're pulling into a spot like that, it's probably a lot easier, a lot simpler, and you can get out of everyone's way quickly just by pulling in. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, is pulling in. If you're going to be backing up, and I've done this before, folks know that, get some cones and block off a little spot behind you, back up, so that way so people laugh at you. Who cares? I'd rather them laugh at me than someone like hit me, or me hit them because they're pulled up or something. But unless there's no one back there, then yeah, just back up and just be sure to get out and look. And while you're driving, just back up, get out and look, make sure there's no one back there. So just, let the truck and trailer just roll by itself. Disclaimer, don't do that. Anyway, yeah, so I think some of these parking lots are designed to where you pull into the spot, you don't back into the spot. Honestly, with some of those areas, I mean, think about it. It takes you less time to pull into the spot and back out and leave than it does for you to go in there and try to blindside your way back in there, pull up and take the bend out and all this other stuff. So, I don't know what you all think. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm going to put this on my list of favorites, so. Ooh, breakfast. Oh yeah, this turned out okay. Not toasty, but they're all right. Okay, which one am I doing? I don't know. Alright, so it's the underbody wash and sanitize. Underbody? They said this is supposed to be automatic. Yeah, because see, I guess they're working here, but this is supposed to be a 24-hour automatic wash and a pet wash. Can someone explain that to me? What do? Do you put like Fido out the window and here, have a wash? Did you all see the sign coming in? It was like RV truck wash and pet wash. What? Would that work with cats? I don't. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Sergeant Sam, his show. Yeah. Sergeant Sam's dirty videos. No, not those kind. Yeah, he did some TikTok reaction videos of like a power wash type of thing. So, I don't know. Watch his stuff. Oh, there's my finger. Yeah, watch his stuff. I got a little thing up there. He would greatly appreciate it if you watch his show. Not a lot of people watch it. He's kind of bummed. I'm glad I didn't try to do this last night. All right, we are here at the farm. There are some trailers up ahead. Not sure where we're dropping the empty, but I need to go check in and find out. Meantime, I'm going to let this phone charge up. Okay, so here's our instructions. We're going to be pulling out and around. Back in where we came, we're going through a bay that's going to sanitize underneath, which I thought we already did. And then we'll be coming around and we'll be dropping the trailer as far left as we can over there. Our trailer that we're picking up is all the way to the right, so basically right in front of us. And then we're going to pull up here. They're going to take a picture in the back and seal it up, give us the paperwork, we'll be on our way. Also, too, I did not know this. You're going to need to take your receipt in for the power wash. All right. So have that with you in your book. Don't let it fly away. The book or the paper. But yeah, you're going to need to take that in there. And there's also a trip number or something like that. It's on the paper that they gave me. But yeah. All right, let's get going. Okay, I've got the trailer dropped. There's something I wanted to show you folks. It's off now, but I had to preset the temps to 38, and you may be thinking, how do you do that on there? Well, it was showing the 3 different sections. You push to one section, it'll change the menu. It'll have like a plus and a minus, or plus minus, and then like yes, no. And you know, you do section 2, section 3, and you set the temps, and that's basically what you're aiming at it. So yeah, you've got plus, minus, yes, no. You just hit whichever section you're changing, and it will show up here, and the menu will change. So that's how that's done. La 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 la. It's not a killer awesome trucking episode unless something goes wrong. That's kind of like wiggling a little bit. Only me. Only me. Moberly. Alright, so I called them and told them about the trailer. And apparently a veteran driver was there. And they said, oh, just fill it up with air and just roll with it. 285 miles. There could be something wrong with that tire. It could be punctured. I don't know. Do you? I hooked up the air hoses. You know, I don't know. how do I put air in that thing anyway? I'm not even sure how to put air. Oh, this is going to be fun. So yeah, you know, roll with it. You know what? We're going to be making several stops on the way because I'm going to be checking that tire. You better believe I'm going to check that tire. And I said, so what if there's still a problem with the tire when I make a stop and check it? I guess you have to go on road. I guess so. And that's Wal-Mart dedicated for you. At least for Moberly, anyway. Who knows how it is with the other ones, but you know, eventually I'll check those out too. Yeah, 5 days. That's enough. That's enough for this one. Okay, so here's the deal. A lady was going over the paperwork with me. She told me the gross weight, which was not on here, and she said it was like over 36,000, 37,000, 39,000, somewhere around there. So guess what that means? We need to get it scaled. So we need to go over to that Love's anyway. So I'm going to go over there to the Love's. I'm going to put air. Well, I'm going to scale first. Then I'm going to park. And then I'm going to have lunch at freaking Hardee's, all right? Because this is driving me nuts. And then I'll get out and look for a burger or something. And then find out which lane's got the freaking air hose in it. So I'm not driving through one lane like, ah, crap, it's not here. Because not all of them have an air hose. Sometimes it's only one. Sometimes it's over there. Shut up! I told my driver later, because he says, this bad luck that you've been having. And I said, and I sent him a message. I said, remember that bad luck we were discussing? He responds, what happened? And I said, the trailer that went me to pick up has a low tire. It's either flat or low or something. And he just says, only you. All right, it's time to go to the Love's. I'll see you there.
First way or reway?
First way.
All right, I got your weight. Please pull up the scale. We'll see you inside for your ticket.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I found the lane with the tire. It's those two. Okay, it's these two over here on the side. Oh, and it's nice because there is a thing over here on the edge. Do you have to pay for that? Hold on. It looks like you gotta put money in this thing. Okay, that's fine. Do you remember when I told you folks that if you have a load that's going to be over 34,000 pounds, to scale it, cover your butt, right? Even if it's around 37 or something, you know, might be right. Take a look. 34,900 on the rear. That's not legal. We're going to have to slide the tandems a little bit back. Probably... what, about 1,000 pounds? So what about 3? Would that do it? I'm not sure. All right, let's check the air pressure here. £30. Hold on. Try it again. I sent in a macro 55 for the breakdown, told him about the tire. Yeah, maybe it's just low air pressure. Or maybe there's a problem with it. With everything I've experienced, there's probably a problem with it. Just put air in it, roll with it, you'll be fine. That's what our veteran driver told us. Let me tell you what my driver later told me. He says, I don't care what a veteran driver tells you. If something happens, it's on you. He's like, you do what on-road tells you to do or what I tell you to do. Listen to me or on-road. Don't listen to them. I told you, I got a good driver leader now. All right. So I haven't heard back from on-road. I haven't heard back from on-road yet. So I'm just taking my time. You can wait for their damn eggs. I don't care. Put my life in jeopardy. You can wait for your damn eggs, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so I put in my Micro 55. I took my shower. I'm going to go get lunch over at Hardee's. So, yeah, I'm in a rush. And that's how many miles they would want me to drive on a tire that might have a problem. Hardee's. It's not Carl's Jr., it's Hardee's. Since 1960. I got myself some jalapeno poppers. And I got a, what is it, like a big ham and cheese sandwich. See, I don't think they have these type of sandwiches at Carl's Jr. So, something a little different. This is actually really good. Okay, looks like they're going to be able to get us in here. So here's what I'm going to do, because the moment I move, it's going to start my clock again. I put on split sleeper berth, so it froze my clock. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and move the tandems. I'm going to move them 4 holes. Then I'm going to go to the scale, do a reweigh. Then I'm going to park it over on the side of the bay. It saves me the trouble of having to find another parking spot and all that other stuff. Try to multitask if you can. Try to do multiple things at the same time.
First weigh or reweigh?
Reweigh.
And what's the 4-digit weigh number located on the lower left-hand corner of the original weigh ticket?
It's 1860.
That was first weigh?
Yes.
Already have your numbers. Just pop the scale and park. We'll see you inside. Thank you.
Thanks. Now that is much better. That is legal. Follow procedure and you can't go wrong. Glad I had them take a look at the tire. Take a look. That is the seal for the valve stem. It was bad. It had to be replaced. I asked the guy, so it wouldn't have mattered if I put air into it. He said, nope. So it would have just leaked right out. And the terminal wanted me to just put air in it and roll down the road. Someone needs to hold those people accountable before they put someone in danger, before someone gets hurt. I know drivers have to be responsible for themselves, but new drivers don't know what they don't know. All right? That's why I'm doing these videos for you folks, so that way you know from my experiences. You're learning with me. Don't let these people take advantage of you. Don't let them push you around. If you know what the rules are, you know what the procedures are, follow them. Follow them. He's almost done, so we should be rolling here soon. All right, so everything is done. I had to sign a little statement saying that they need to be retorqued between 50 to 100 miles. So I'm going to talk to my driver leader and say, should I really get this done? I would be so I would be so happy if this load could be late. The fact that they wanted me to put air in the tire and drive, I just want to stick it to them now. Yeah, your eggs are going to be late. Sorry. All right, we're going to get going. I'm going to let you know what happens. All right, so let me fill you in on what's been going on here. So I went to a Love's at first. It was in Newton, Iowa. Iowa? Along the I-80. According to Trucker Path, there was many spots available. Nope. Number one, the pavement was trashed. It was trashed. It's cracked all over the place. It is horrible. The parking is meh. There was one parking spot. I was going to try to get into it and then, have Loves retorque it, the wheel later. I was able to get myself set up, and I went back and I looked, and it looked like I had it in there. I started taking it back, and that trailer just started to slowly go to the lane right next to it instead. Why? Because of this international, I guess. I don't know. And so, I try to pull forward to kind of set back up again. It pulls the bend out, and, by that time, forget it. I'm trying to pull forward to, get myself reestablished, but then that bend comes out, and it's done. You might as well just give up at that point. There's a truck over in front of me that's trying to get by. There's one behind me. Like I said, some of these Love's parking lots are just, the way they're designed are just absolutely stupid. I hate them. Keep your fuel traffic separated from your parking traffic. Honestly, it's just absolutely horrible. When I saw that, I wasn't even going to mess with it anymore. So I got out of there. I parked off to the side of the road where it says no parking. Okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't park. I braked. Okay. Didn't park. I was still in drive. My foot was on the brake. So I wasn't parked. And I pulled out my phone and trucker path to look up the TA, which was about 20 miles away, to see if I could get it retorqued there. And I've been talking with On Road this whole time. Sweet lady that was helping me out. She was like, she was having a great conversation with me. She enjoyed it, but she was getting things set up for me to get it torqued over there, as far as a work order and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, if you drive over there, they'll be able to get you done real quickly." And I said, "Yeah, but there's no place to park, because according to the trucker path, it was full." So I'm like looking for some other places. If I did a split sleeper berth, I'd have enough time to be able to get it done. Drive all the way back to Moberly. Here's the thing. It's going to get darker and darker and darker. My eyes are going to have to strain more to be able to see. And there's like a 80-90% chance of thunderstorms down there in Missouri. And I can see the clouds from here. So you add all that together, add all those factors together. Do I really want to try to drive in all of that late at night? Not really. No, I don't. And also, when I was talking with the lady on road, she was saying the one thing that we don't want you to do is to keep driving on the wheel trying to find a place to park. And when I'm pulling this reefer, this truck shakes. Try to back up to get it, to try to get this moved into position. Yeah, this thing struggles. And a couple of episodes ago, or I should say a couple of missions ago, you folks saw what happened to this truck. It the transmission overheated, and it said, "Screw you, I ain't moving anyway." Do you remember when I told you my truck Chiana has an attitude? It's just like Chiana from Farscape. All right, her right there, Chiana. If you don't know, you can either Google or you can look it up on YouTube. Look up stuff in regards to Chiana, best scenes, and you will understand why I named my truck Chiana. She has an attitude. She has a really big attitude. Yeah, you know, it overheated, and Chiana, she said, "Screw you, I ain't moving. I'm tired." It's like on The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, right? Where his little dog is trying to pull that really heavy sleigh with all the presents and stuff, and he's like struggling. That's my truck with the reefer. The truck is this tiny little dog. The reefer is that huge sleigh with presents. In this case, it's all eggs. And it's struggling to back it up and to pull it forward. And it's like, it's having trouble trying to move. I did hear something interesting, though. I had an interesting conversation with the lady on road. And she was telling me, in regards to loads, and this has happened before, we get assigned a load, we go to pick it up, and there's a problem with the trailer. She was telling me it's perfectly fine to go ahead and report it. Basically, you say, "Hey, look, I'm not taking this load. There's a problem with this trailer, but I'll go ahead and I'll put in was a macro 38 for trailer repair, so that way it's reported. Give me something else." You can do that. All right. And once I get back on the OTR, and once we come across that, it shouldn't take long. With the type of loads that we've been doing on this show, shouldn't take long. Might happen the first day I go back to OTR. Might happen the second. I'm sure it won't take long, okay? But we'll do that. If we get a load and there's a problem with that trailer, flat tire, expired, whatever the case is, I will send a message saying, "Trailer's got a problem. I don't want it. I sent in the macro 37. Please get me something else." There you go. We're going to see how that works. I think the lady was telling me that the problem is that people are taking the loads and not reporting them. They're taking the trailers, they're just running with it and they're not reporting it. And then it gets stuck with someone else. And then you have situations where trailers are expired, they're getting filled with loads. This reefer, the tire, obviously there was a problem with it. No one did anything with it, and it seems to happen a lot. There's no courtesy. There's no courtesy for other drivers, and what your actions are doing to those other drivers. Everyone just thinks for themselves. They think about themselves. Well, it's me. It's my miles. It's my money. Me. So we could have done that with that load in Texas, the one that wound up having 3 bad tires. I only thought it was one, but apparently I knew there was one. I knew there was one. Well, that one was really bad, and I knew that another one didn't seem quite right, and I didn't even know about the third one. But yeah, we could have just reported it and said, "Let's take another load." But that TA was only a mile away, and I had a Fazoli's. So I'm like, I'll take the load, take it over there. I'll send in a macro 55 and get out and look. I'll get out and look. Make sure I look both ways for crossing the street. Walk over to Fazoli's and have myself some lunch. And I made sure I used my 3 points of contact when I got those breadsticks. Damn, they were good. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so let's call it a night for now, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning.